Good evening. Tonight on the Power Hour, it is a love letter to the Chicago Knockouts Roller Derby. And look at all the skaters we have in the house tonight. Does my heart good to see all of these people here because this is the backbone of an institution that I have grown to love over the last couple of years. I'm Steve. Of course, you know the urban sensation. See Red Rion Skills is here in doll form. And tonight it's all about the Chicago Knockouts and as it should be, as we head down the road to the end of the Power Hour, we had to go back one more time and get as many of these knockouts as we could. And tonight we have some of the best of the best. So let's go around. We'll say hello to everybody. We've got Euro Thrash. The first one in gets the first introduction. Hello, Euro.
Hello, how you
Keep your
been?
head to yourself at all times. I don't. I'm wearing my productive headwear so I don't get head butted this time.
Feeling triggered? I'm sorry.
I am still a little concussed from that episode. And of course, we have the uber talented Marley Quinn,
Howdy.
the
How are you?
baddest of them all, perhaps. Hello, Marley. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
And of course, we have Cactus Rack, who is our patriarch of knockouts. She is our knockout of knockouts on this show, anyway.
You're
Hello.
goddamn right, I'm the patriarch. You're goddamn right, I'm the
All right,
patriarch.
all right. Settle down. Easy.
I'm not the mother, I'm the
Easy.
father.
And we have got Tragedy Ann joining us tonight with Mini Tragedy Ann. And what are we calling you these days, young lady? I see you on Instagram as Frankenfurter. You're all over the place. Or Frankenherder, not Furter. That would be a hot dog.
Frankenherder.
Yes, I got a little, it's old. My head is overheating because I'm wearing a ski cap, but we'll make it work. Thank you all very much for coming tonight. It doesn't seem so long ago we did our first episode with the knockouts, in which I believe Eurothrash was drunk, and at least that are incredibly spirited that night.
Why I cannot be both?
Well, I mean, you can be both. I mean, I suppose that's a possibility. But that night, the Dragon Blood wine was flowing, and so were you. Still, one of our most viewed episodes of our 6 years doing it. So, thank you for making people want to watch as
It's
they
not
should.
dragon's blood, it's tiger blood.
Tiger blood, dragon blood. There's tigers and dragons.
Okay, there are many bloods. Okay, many kinds of blood. First of all, you have to know the secret drink of the Punishers. To be initiated into Punishers, you have to perform secret ritual and drink the tiger's blood. Now, when I was on there with you that night, that was dragon's blood. And dragon's blood, little known fact, comes from Technoslavia. Okay, there's only one dragon left in Technoslavia now. His name is Miroslav, and he is very cranky because he is always being drained for the wine. But the wine has very mystical properties, okay? It makes you extremely fabulous and extremely angry all the time. So that's my headspace, just letting you know.
You might be
Also,
able to tap my veins for that when Miroslav is drained dry.
Okay, I will pass that information on to the council.
I kind of feel like it also makes the top of your head a concrete stone because when you headbutt people, they see stars for a great many moons.
Well, I trained many years. You know, they start you on cinder block walls before you move to humans.
Of course they do. And why wouldn't they?
Steve, your forehead was like a little marshmallow to me. I feel
well, I
nothing.
mean, certainly not the first time that's been told to me, but certainly.
Oh, wait, we're talking about foreheads, not other parts, Steve.
I was talking about what part? Wait, whoa, back it up, back it up. We that took a very dangerous and not such a nice turn. No, we don't talk about marshmallows other than my. Anyway, moving on. We're way in too deep, way in too deep. The knockouts, at least at the HF Auditorium, seemingly once again coming to a close. The minors have about coming up. I believe it's November 8th. That's this Saturday. And then the final rec league bout, it's the 22nd, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So do we have an idea as to what the rec league finale is going to look like? Do we have ideas on the characters? Is that still kind of up in the air? Do we feel like Is that an announcement we can make, or are we still holding our breath and we're not sure?
We do know, but I don't know if that's an announcement we can make.
Okay. It's okay. You can play coy all you want to. Uh,
Sure can.
yes, indeed, you can. Let's talk a little bit about the last rec league bout. The it was the bloodsuckers and the it was vampires and zombies. It was the bloodsuckers and there was the flesh eaters.
Yes.
All right, so I want perspective. Marley Quinn, talk to me
Mhm.
a little bit about this spectacular occurrence that happened just a few Saturdays ago.
Well, I mean, I had a blast. The Flesh Eaters won. Was a pretty close game the most of the time. But yeah, no, I was lots of fun. Rec leagues are always fun.
Were you a flesh eater or were you a bloodsucker?
I was a flesh eater.
So, of course, and Cactus, were you a flesh eater or a bloodsucker?
I was a flesh eater.
Of
Of
course.
course, because
Are we?
Cactus
How often are Marley and I not on the same team?
Not
that
very
is
often.
also
Not if we can help it.
Yeah.
so fair. Uh, it kind of seems like every time we talk about past bouts, Cactus says she wins because she just is always on the winning team, and apparently the Rec League bout was no different than that. What was your character, Marley Quinn, at the what flesh eater were you?
I actually invoked my original Derby character from the first, like my old persona, which is Abby Sessive.
Wow, went back in the trick bag of
Yep.
great characters, and you've had some really memorable characters.
hmm Yeah, that was my OG Derby character.
That's pretty cool. And from what I have heard from eyewitness accounts, friends of mine went to this show, uh, and they said they have never seen anything like it. Do you feel like that is, that is something that is a selling point of the knockouts? Until you actually see it live and are in that atmosphere and see what happens, you don't really know how cool it is until
No.
you're in that building on that night, right?
No, yeah, you can get an idea and people, are like, "Oh, that sounds really neat." But yeah, no, until you're there, you have no you can't explain the experience. Mm-mm.
What was your favorite moment of that evening?
I can't say there was a favorite moment, more so just the one thing I like about Rec League is getting to play with different people that I don't normally get to play with. So I got to play with a couple people that I normally didn't get to play with, and the way that we get to kind of mix up the teams. There's a variety of skill levels, so you get to kind of play at your own skill level too, which is a lot of fun. But it was for me just being able to play with certain people that I'm always against.
Is there one in particular that you were happy to be on the team with that maybe you aren't usually?
Probably Loretta and Ricky are the two that I'm always against, and I got to play with them on a line, which never happens.
You mentioned Ricky Ricochet, and we've had conversations with knockouts over the past couple of years, and every time her name is invoked, there's a trepidation and fear associated with it. Is she the most menacing knockout? Because I've heard from many people that that might be a thing.
For others, maybe.
Not for
I
you.
don't have an issue with her. I love playing against her. It is fun for me. But yeah, I know a lot of people do fear her.
Yes, I'm one of those people actually. I've seen the speed, and I've been way too close a couple of times during practices, and I'm like, no, I don't need that kind of drama in my life. Uh, so let's move it over to the generational square where we've got tragedy and Frankenherder. Uh, Talk to me about your perception of the rec league, what you saw uh, just a few Saturdays ago.
Um, I didn't get to see a ton actually because like I'm the merch maven. So I was
You're making
selling.
that cash.
I am.
You're
I am.
you're fueling the
Yeah,
money to make this all happen. So
exactly.
very important
Exactly.
stuff.
So I would sneak in and Creepy Carrie was supposed to be helping, but she tends to run in there a lot more than I do. So I didn't get to see a ton, but unfortunately I'm anytime I dress up, that team loses. So I was dressed as a vampire and that's why the Flush Eaters won. I mean they're talented and stuff too, but I want to say it was my attire.
So
Um,
you put a pox on your vampire brethren and cost them the victory just by the nature of you choosing the wrong side.
correct,
Wow,
correct.
that's
It happens
unfortunate.
every time. No matter what color I wear, that team loses. Terrible.
Frankie,
Terrible.
you're laughing at her. You're just openly laughing at the conundrum that she faces. What is your thoughts on this?
So basically I worked time and stuff like that, so I was in the middle and I was team no fun and I dressed as like a nun. That was interesting. We had to work on cutting it because it was too long and I was tripping and stuff like that. So that was interesting. So we had to cut it and then I felt really nice. So then we were in the middle. Okay, I'm like squirreling, but no, it was a lot of fun. It was actually like they were seriously like giving it their all. It was scary almost. Like people were like for real getting hurt, it seemed like, and I was like, this is amazing. Like I to be able to
People are getting hurt. This is amazing. That is a direct quote. That is sinister. You fit right in with these people.
it was just it's amazing like being able to see people especially that you're so close with to just do that and then right after they're just having fun and stuff like that. It's amazing, seriously, and they're so talented. It's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Not so long ago, you were part of the minors league, and you're kind of in that in between stage. Are we going to see you on the big stage soon?
Yes, you are.
Oh, so you might be chasing Marley Quinn around the track at some point, or avoiding the cranium that is Eurothrash.
I won't even get to that point because they'll be knocking me down. I will be already down on the track and they're already 10 feet ahead of me.
You're
They'll
gonna
roll right over you. I mean, Marley loves to get blood on her skates, so I'm sure she'll just run right over you. It'll be death proof all over again.
But
Nah,
I'm
I couldn't do that to Frank.
see.
Oh,
but I'm
you're getting into the
unpredictable.
feels. You're making Marley feel pity at least a little.
No, Frank's actually one of my students, so I
Such
would not hurt someone I
confliction.
train.
It's the master and the apprentice kind of situation,
Hmm.
isn't it, huh?
Yep.
So, okay, that's an interesting dynamic. And as the brawlers become CKO premier players, um, they have to face their coaches, and there are many great coaches
Hmm.
that do great work. That's why the minors is so popular and it does so well. But when they come up, when Frank is on that line, and you're like right there, I mean, that's tough right there. That you got a lot on your mind when you're going up against the people you love.
Hmm.
Man, glad I'm sitting behind the microphone yelling at people instead of doing that kind of business. That'd be hard to do. And your whole thing is based on intimidation and fear and the speed that you do around the track. And now you gotta, wow, that I don't know how do you bend it back a little bit or do you go harder?
It depends. Depends on who it is and whether I'm trying to push them or not and what skill level they're at. But I definitely have a different dynamic with the people that I teach versus just skaters on the league, for sure.
Is there one student of yours that might be coming up the ranks where you're like, oh no, 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 you're gonna know your place, where you like have to teach a lesson, or where you feel like you maybe you need to be a
No,
little
not at
harder
all.
maybe than you would normally be?
No, not any of this, and not any of the ones that I teach. I mean, like, so I don't do as much with the minors in general. I do private lessons with a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
So I don't do it as much. Like I used to be, I do a lot of the bench coaching and I used to do training with the minors at practice, but I don't do that as much anymore. So I can't necessarily say uh, in that aspect. So the ones that I work with, I'm working on one-on-one more. So it's a whole different dynamic.
I find that I can see the people you've worked with and I can see your influence. Don't think that we didn't notice Magic pulling that leg up going around the track. That is like a Marley Quinn staple move. And when I saw it, I'm like, Oh my God. There's the influence.
Yep.
Guilty as
Yep.
charged, you are.
Yep.
Guilty as charged.
Yep.
That's what happens when you're too damn good. You spread to others and you make them better, and then now you got to spend the rest of your life trying to be better than them. But don't teach them
Right.
everything. Don't teach them what they need to survive. You need to keep a few tricks for yourself.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Okay. I believe you probably do. Euro Thrash, if you see Frank on the track, what are you doing to her now that she's, graduated into the big leagues and she's going to be perhaps opposing you at some point? How do you deal with the youngins when they become the best?
It's a very good question, Steve. I
Every
treat her
now and
with,
again.
I, I treat her with respect, which means I play against her like I play against anybody else.
Oh boy.
But here's the thing, okay? Here's one thing she has that I can never get back. She's young. She regenerates faster. She does not have to go to spa retreat in the mountains for 1 month, stem cell treatments to be, functioning. She's young. She does that naturally. So that is something she has that I don't. You know that the young people, their bones are made of rubber, right? It's not my fault my bones are made of gold.
Well,
They're
we at
strong,
one
but
point
not
we had
flexible.
rubber. It just they change over time, I think.
Oh, yes, that's very true, Steve.
Yeah, I certainly don't like the assaults that happen at roller derby when they come up on the stage. I'm
Oh,
too.
the assault? What are you referring to, Steve? Are you referring to that time I came and give you a loving Technoslavian neck hug?
Or are you referring to the time that I punched you in the gut and slammed your face off the desk?
Or I could be referring to when my commentary partner hit me with a chair. It just seems like there's an awful lot of violence that happens. I don't see Ocho getting his ass kicked like this.
Because Ocho minds his P's and Q's.
This is true.
I kind of feel like that's a boring way to go.
I mean, I agree. I like hitting people. I like having reasons to hit people. So
I like having enemies.
Yeah.
Okay, this took a very, very disturbing turn that we're gonna just turn right around. Cactus, you have
No. Deal with it, Steve. I deal with it all the time. Deal with that.
well, you're a fight
Face
ref.
it
You're
head
supposed to
on.
get beat up. That's your job.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but I've also been fighting for multiple years. Just deal with it.
Appreciate that.
Deal with what's in front of
It's
you.
it's stuff like that that's gonna make this segment, the Bad Friend Club, much more entertaining later on in the show. We'll get back to that later on. Cactus, you have a minor, obviously. All three of you. Euro and Marley and Cactus. You guys all have minors. Obviously, Tragedy has minors. Are you ever worried? I'm gonna send this out to everybody except Frank because, to my knowledge, you don't have a minor. I'm
Not
just gonna go on
anytime
faith on
soon.
that one.
Not anytime soon.
Just gonna go with faith on that one.
Thank
Do you
you.
ever worry
Yeah.
about them getting to the point where they're on the main card, they're part of the Premier League, and then having to face your own blood?
No.
No.
We can't see Cactus's face, so I don't know if she was pondering it. I saw Euro pondering it for a moment. Marley
Let me
was
okay,
like,
let
really
me
like,
put it
nope.
let me put it to you like this. I have worked very hard to give my child a soft life. She does not have the all-consuming rage that fuels me. And so until she taps that rage, I'm not worried about her on the track.
Well, I feel like that rage is out there because she's living with the hot rod now, so I'm pretty sure that rage is coming because I've ridden in a car with hot rod, so I know he can make you insane.
If anyone made her that angry, I don't think it would be Hot Rod. I think it would be her sperm donor. So
Hard left, Steve.
yeah,
Hard left.
yeah.
I was not going that
Segue any
direction.
way you can.
Vehicle veer.
Segue
That
any
that is
way that
not
you
my
can,
fault.
Steve.
At no
segue any
point did
way
I
that you
make any
can.
kind of transition to a sperm donor. At no point.
Or quickly.
All right. Um, what's the latest on the knockouts as we move forward away from HF? Now we left the auditorium and then we came back to the auditorium, and now we're leaving the auditorium again. Is there a chance that they come back to the auditorium, or is this really it?
Uh, well, um, most likely this is it.
Yeah.
We are working on a new space with our bank track. Once the bank track is up, we will never return to Homewood. Whether or not that is ready in the beginning of the year is yet to be foreseen. So if Homewood is available at the beginning of the year and we want to skate, then perhaps we will return for like a month. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I can't say. I don't know. They're supposed to be doing construction, so we're supposed to be gone.
Is there optimism that the bank track is imminent? Because I know that has
Oh,
been
the bank track
imminent.
is coming.
Oh, it is.
It's coming.
Oh boy.
Yes, Steve, the bank track is the next iteration of scale.
Yeah,
It is that is the
100%.
next thing. And also, if everything works out, new venue, we'll have after party space, like all that.
Everything we need.
And we will own it, so no one can raise the rent.
Or take it.
That is a pretty cool thing to become an entity that is completely self-contained. That is a license to print money in many ways because you're not answering to anybody but yourselves. That's a pretty cool thing. Uh, it- so this is a really interesting thing. I never thought I would get a chance to call Bank Track because in the conversations I've had over the last year, it seemed like it was pretty far away, but now you've just generated supreme hope that it's coming and it's not too long. That's pretty amazing.
Now
It'll be, it'll,
we cannot speak to specific timelines right
mhm,
now, though. So or
yeah,
locations, like we don't want to give too much away, right? That's all we can say right
yeah,
now.
but
There's plans in the
it's
works and
coming.
it's imminent. That's pretty cool.
100%.
For those that only know the knockouts on the flat track at Homewood, I'm going to go around the board and get your feelings on bank track because it's from what I understand about roller derby, and obviously I've seen a lot of it now. I've watched a lot of film to try to get better at this whole thing. Bank track and flat track are completely different animals when it comes to this game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cactus, tell me why.
Um, I'd say the number one way is that the bank track makes it so much more dynamic. You're going, it's designed to make you go faster, and you're on that high-low kind of slope, so the action can go from spilling out, you know, into the middle to someone going over a railing. And I think the bank track gives you an opportunity to do a lot more tricks than you can do on the flat track. I've done flat track for 10 years. I love CKO's version, but Wiftida's version is boring to me now. And I don't think even being on a bank track would help it. There's something about going that quickly on a bank track, kind of back to its roots where it used to be roller derby started as literally a marathon. And you're on that bank track, you're on that slope, you have to tilt your body with the slope to keep your balance. It is like a masterpiece of physics that you can't find anywhere else. And all of that is what makes it so appealing and so interesting.
And let's be honest, who has not wanted to just drop down on their enemies like a bomb, right?
Yes.
With the bank track is most fun thing as blocker. You're on the high, you just fucking come down and drop on them like a load of Cossacks. Just destroy them.
So prepare yourselves because I will be following in the footsteps of the blonde bomber, Joan Weston. And I'm going to be the blue bomber. Not you, Euro, just in general.
You say it's faster. And
Yes.
I mean, does that mean Marley Quinn gets faster? And if we get you a flux capacitor, are you going back to the future?
Maybe. It's not only faster, it's faster with less work. The
Yes.
track moves for you. It moves you in the way, once you learn how to, go the path you need to go, it's a lot easier. You have to do less work to keep going. And yeah, you definitely will, everybody will go faster. But it's also, the other thing to keep in mind is it's going to be a little bit different because it's new for a lot of people. So it's going to be a whole different game and it's going to just like continue to change for about a year at least while we are on the bank track.
So
It'll be
timing,
one
so
game.
timing is a big thing, right? In
Mhm.
Derby, like when you go into block, you have to time your hit appropriately, right? To hit the maximum impact. So when you're moving to the incline, you're moving to the different physics of the bank track, you have to adjust your timing. So that is going to be probably the trickiest thing at first for people who are used to flat track to move to that arrangement. It will totally change up the timing.
That's a pretty cool thing. And like I said, watching you guys go faster and be more violent, that is I'm gonna need to get medicine to be medicated for that, I think. Um, for the merchandise maven, a new facility with a bank track, and maybe the merchandise gets sold inside where the bank track is, and then you're on display all the time. How would that would be pretty cool.
It's gonna be super cool. So like the way we're going, yeah, we're gonna have like a permanent stand because anybody who's been around on a Thursdays about setup, it's been interesting. It's like lugging stuff constantly. Where this, it'll be like a standalone, not have to mess with it. Everything's gonna be like beautifully displayed. Um, and then we're also gonna take some merch on the road, like to different venues. It's gonna be super cool. I'm super excited.
And right now, the Chicago Knockouts merchandise is literally top-notch stuff. The t-shirt designs, the poster designs. Do you find that it's getting more popular and you're selling more and more with each bout?
It is. And then like I've noticed between like my kids, their high school, and then now the knockouts, that's all my wardrobe is. So any place I go and I'm wearing the shirts, people are like, "Oh my God, those shirts are dope." And where can I get one? And it's like, well, come to the bout, or you could go on Threadless. Um, yeah, no, like every single time people are buying, especially the shirts. The shirts sell like hotcakes. And the stickers too. So.
Is there one of the teams that seems to be more popular? I mean, you've got the Rumblers and the Haunters and the Crushers and the Punishers. Which team does the best when it comes to moving the units?
I don't want to offend, I
Answer very carefully.
don't want to offend
Good
any
question.
of the people here. Um, Haunters, hands down. We always the Haunter stuff just goes. And then I'd say
They got to have something because they never win.
I mean, it's kind of no, I can't even say it's kind of true. I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay. It's because I wear the Haunter stuff when the Haunters play. Damn it. Um, but
So you
I
wear the vampire stuff and the vampires lose. You wear the Haunter shirts and the Haunters lose. I feel like there's something here. We need to get like an exorcist out to you to get rid of those negative.
I need to wear just like the like non-team related knockout stuff when I go to
Yeah, maybe there should be a Team No Fun shirt, and you can wear that.
I no like I well no because like the front end we're fun as hell. That's like we're the ones that like get people in and shove them in by you guys. So like we need our own like
No one wants to be associated with Team No Fun. Okay?
exactly.
No one. No one. No
So
one.
we were talking about it. We're gonna be like Team Hella Fun or something like that in the front. Um,
Euro, haven't you kissed the head ref a few times?
Oh no, wait, who's coming
I
in right now?
I
Get
feel
out
like I've
of
seen
here!
that.
Get out of here! You're not
we-
wanted! No one wants
the
you!
head of
No
Team No
one!
Fun.
No one! No
No fun
one!
is in the house.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Speak of the devil.
And
Judgment
Oh my
so
Dave is
god!
here.
What?
so you were saying, Euro, you were saying that nobody wants to be associated with Team No Fun?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
actively in your house.
He's in more than my house, but
Whoa. I'm going to take that at face value.
Oh, that's Steve.
Yeah.
well, that's involved too. But anyway,
This this sounds a little too much like fun.
It does sound a lot like fun, doesn't it? Judgment Dave, it's good to see you. How are things?
That very well, as you just heard.
Very well. Congratulations on being fun. You're the head of Team No Fun, but turns out in your real life you're fun.
I mean, I have fun. That doesn't mean I am fun.
That's fair.
I'll agree with that.
Dave is very, very unfun.
It's true. And yet I have fun. It seems almost unfair. How are you, Steve?
I am doing quite well. Thank you for asking. It's good to see you. As the head referee, as the man that yields the mightiest sword, perhaps, at CKO, how do you handle all the chaos?
Okay, we're going to come back to that one later. Well, the ability to withstand large amounts of fun and remain not fun is something that, as you know, I train on constantly. And you really have to be ever vigilant to withstand that level of chaos and keep.
So is this marriage like constant exposure therapy to maintain that wall?
Yes, I'm in
Yes,
training
I knew it.
all day, every day,
I knew it.
24/7.
yeah.
This doesn't just happen.
And Euro, what is it for you?
Yeah,
Well,
what are you getting out of this?
it's a challenge. It's a challenge. I have to throw so much fun at him constantly. It's like, here's all the fun. All the fun is for you, and he still has to be like very stoic. But where I am from, Technoslavia, like stoicism is very sexy. So that's why I drawn to him,
Yeah.
Also because he controls outcome of games.
No.
Oh, is that
No.
is that something you meant to say live on the Power Hour?
No, he
Wow.
does not. Okay, listen, no.
I mean, just
Games are real.
all you-
Okay,
all
he
you-
would not let it be that fun.
all you have to do is look at the number of track cuts I call on her and know that nothing is going in anyone's favor. We've
We
talked
call
about
that subterfuge.
Dave, you got something on my shoulder. What is that? Oh,
fun.
fun.
Anyway, how
Usually it looks different.
That is a fun house indeed. And I'm looking at I see a bit of a head kind of off to the side. I know you're there. I know you're there, E. There is our video extraordinary. I mean, oh well, now he's on an angle. That
there's an
actually
entirely
hurts my
different
neck.
head off to the side. Come here.
No, fine. I'm just.
No.
I just need. Hello, E.
Hi, E.
How you
Too
doing?
close.
Hi, Eddie.
Hello. Hi.
This is just another TikTok vignette to Eddie. How is the live stream working out for you? It seems like we're having lots of fun on TikTok.
Oh, it's fun. We get some douchebags, but I block them or talk shit to them.
Oh yeah, so tell me, okay, so what is the douchey thing that has been said about us?
Oh, I mean, it's fake. They make fun of the costumes, the uniforms that people make, not knowing that people are putting a lot of work into what they're doing in their costumes, and they act like there's no athleticism in it.
And
it's
what
like,
are they doing besides trolling on TikTok?
Yeah, exactly,
And
exactly.
living in their
And most
mom's
of them are probably
basement.
sitting in their mom's basements doing it.
Exactly.
That's
We
right.
could kill them. We could
I
What's
would
that?
hunt them down and kill them.
I would love to.
It's not worth the bullets.
When are we
I don't know.
going?
Or
It's
the
not
arm.
worth the prison time. I got kids.
Exactly.
I don't want to shoot them, but I mean, there are other ways to die. I mean, how would we kill somebody in Technoslavia?
It's
Well,
probably legal there.
yeah, it's very legal. So you would just like overdose them on Botox. That's actually lethal euthanasia in Technoslavia. Like either that or you like.
I thought the national sport of Technoslavia was feeding criminals to bears.
Well, if we feed criminals to bears, especially in government, we'd be feeding everyone, and there's no one to run country. So we have to be careful about that. Everyone is criminal in Technoslavia. Everyone.
Okay.
And I should point out that bears tend to like their food crunchy. So doing that skin tightening first really makes it a treat for the bear.
Oh.
Wow, this took a dastardly turn. But
No, Steve, a minute ago, you seemed to indicate that you think murder is legal as long as you don't use bullets.
yeah, well, I'm not saying it's legal. It's much more fun and much more satisfying.
Mm.
Don't spoil my fun here, Judgment Dave. You are not in charge of this track.
Judgy McJudgerson.
No, I'm off the clock. You have all the fun you want.
We like our felonies. We enjoy our felonies. See, Red, you've been very stoic and very quiet as normal. What do you make of all of this?
It's chaotic. It's crazy.
That's
But it's
what bouts are
good.
like. This is like a bout without skates on video.
Red, when are you going to come to see us?
So we're going to try for the 22nd,
Okay.
but it's going to depend on how late I'm out on the 21st.
Mm.
So,
Oh yes,
Oh,
I. Oh
that's
yes,
right.
I, oh,
The
yes,
Hall of Fame
I know.
induction.
I know.
so
I'm getting you home early.
For anyone listening,
you're not picking me
you
up.
should
You're not-
absolutely, and that includes everyone currently on the Power Hour. You should absolutely do your best to come out to CSW on November 21st.
So tell us more about this Hall of Fame induction.
I love CSW. Tell me more.
What Hall of Fame is who being inducted into?
Well, Chicago Style Wrestling has a Hall of Fame. And every year in November, we induct someone that has been in the business for a while, that has been a part of a CSW, that has done well in the industry over the years. And this year, 2025, our friend C-Red, who has been a professional wrestling aficionado for over 20 years and had a magical career at CSW, is this year's inductee.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very impressive.
Still pissed that I don't get to induct you. Still pissed
Oh,
about this.
Get your tickets from Andrew.
let
Okay.
it go, Steve. Let it go. Let it go.
300 shows we've done, and you're going to let Marche rock it just because you were tight with him 20 years ago.
Well, it's 20 years.
That's fair. That's fair indeed. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Our November shows are really good. And, the Hall of Fame is really cool. There's some cool matches happening. Hot Rod Daddy Andy is becoming a household name at CSW. So as general manager and commentator, it's fun to see everybody. And a lot of the knockouts have come up and seen the shows, and it's been great.
If I may, Steve, like one of the things that really resonated with me about CSW is their character work. Like, I feel like they do so much character work. Of all the wrestling I've seen, is most similar to CKO. And I really respect that because it takes a whole other level of work to put that in. I mean, first there's the physical work, right? But the character work, that doesn't get enough respect because that takes a whole other bunch of energy, right? On top of the physical work. So like I have a lot of respect for them.
That's especially impressive in a family like us where we kind of just go as ourselves.
Yeah, completely. Yeah.
I don't know where they get that level of energy. That sounds like a fun night and ready. Great way to celebrate that. Chicago Knockouts bout.
You go on Friday night and you see C-Red inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then you go to sleep, you get up, you come down to Homewood, and you watch the knockouts Saturday night. It's a great weekend package.
And you get your drinks from Rabid.
Yep. That sounds like a very solid weekend.
It's like peanut butter and chocolate or blood and death.
Peanut butter and chocolate, Red.
Blood and death.
Well, that's Reese's cup.
Red, you look a little uneasy. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm here. Here is the thing that I love anytime the knockouts have been on our show. Shit goes left as soon as we hit record. And
it keeps going
left. It's never in a bad way. And I sit back and I just watch everybody being as entertaining as much as we can allow. Otherwise, we get shut down.
Mm-hmm.
We got 5 episodes left.
Hero could literally kill Dave right now, and they wouldn't shut us down.
Well, and as much as they look like they're happy right now, I wouldn't want to see that. Okay, you know, Halloween just passed.
Nor would Dave. Dave wouldn't want to see that either.
We had to deal with Michael Myers a couple of weeks ago, so we're good.
I only kill him a little bit.
Okay. Well,
a piece at a time.
Well,
it's the ultimate test of my no fun.
I've been with the Knockouts now. I think it's been about 2 years that I've been a part of this little organization. And from the first day that I got to do it until the most recent bout, I have never not had the best time doing it. It's so entertaining. It's so much fun to watch. It's so much fun because it's so exciting. And, if anybody watches this and, if there's one takeaway, we can describe all we want on here. You're listening to the Knockouts, some of the very best of the skaters that we have in this room right now. But until you've actually sat in that building and felt the energy, the electricity, and see the speed and the skill and the stamina and the great stories that are told, in every form, whether it's the Premier League competing harder than they do in the NFL in many ways. It's a team versus team, offense, defense. It's all part of it when it comes to these bouts. And then the rec league where they let the hair down a little bit, and the great characters and the fun and the joy of what they're doing is at the forefront and leads the way. And then the way they take care of the minors and they build them up to make them great skaters to be the next generation. There's just so much happening that is so good and so positive. I just want everybody to experience it. Because, like I said, I've been doing commentary in one form or fashion, over 12 years now. And I don't know if there are ever shows that are more unpredictable and more exciting than these knockout shows. The 18 and over show blew my mind. I mean, literally blew my mind. And then every time the rec league happens, I see something and I walk away going, that's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. And the intensity of the Premier League, when the Crushers play the Punishers, or the Rumblers, or even the Haunters that don't win much. It's exciting.
You only saying that because Ricky is not here right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm going to take liberties because she's not here to kill me.
Okay.
She doesn't. She won't.
Is it more? Oh wait, no. Nan's a Punisher.
Yeah. Damn right, Nan's a Punisher.
Nan and I are going to fight. That's going to happen. Nan got one
over
on me. Nan's going to get the return business end of that. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know. She might beat your ass, Steve.
She might not beat my ass. She got the drop on me when I wasn't ready for it. 22nd, if we're doing commentary together, I'm just saying the tables might turn literally. But that's another reason to come out on the 22nd. Unpredictable shenanigans from commentary. You just never know.
Yeah, this brings the question of if we break up announcer fights or if we let them go because they don't affect gameplay.
Somebody has to die. That's just the way it is.
I think you let it go, Dave. I think you let it go.
Let it go.
Okay. Well,
We
and
don't need announcers. We
we've
need action
established
on the floor.
as long as they don't use bullets on each other, it's all perfectly legal. So I got nothing to say about it.
Perfectly legal.
Yeah, we don't need no crossfire.
Yeah, as long as it's not breaking a rule.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, I'm so I'm overjoyed that I've gotten to be a part of this, and you've let me in to your family, and you've let me do what I love to do, watching what you love to do. It really is an honor and a privilege, and I just want you all to know that I'm very serious when I say it's the most fun that I have doing this job because you guys are inspiring and you make me want to do good. And it doesn't always good. I mean, we do our best on commentary. Sometimes it can get a little choppy, but you always make us want to do better because you're extraordinary, and we want to give you the description when they're watching on TikTok and when watching on the live stream. We want people to understand that this is electric and absolutely incredible, and they should get their asses out and strap that money down and watch it live because there's nothing like a live event. So, on behalf of me, personally, I want to say thank you to all of you for letting me do my job for you. It means the world, and I will always be grateful. So, thank you very much.
Steve, if I may,
You may.
I'm going to take off my heel hat.
Uh-oh. Come on now.
You are very good at what you do. It is not easy to do what you do. To keep airtime going constantly, commentary, making it feel alive for the people that are not in that building, that is very hard. And I just want to speak one thing to what we all do together. I think we can all agree right now, life is pretty grim. You know, it is hard, and the older you get, the more the systems try to break you down. This is a space where you can keep that kid, that young thing inside of yourself alive. And you can be your best self with people who you love and who love you. It's a family. That's what we made together. And I feel sorry for people who don't have that space in their life. Okay? And this was so goddamn earnest and out of character.
Steve.
But I have to say it. Okay? We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Steve, you're a part of this family, and you will be right up until Nan kills you.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
There is a clear ending to it, so that's good. It's always good to know when your number is being called. With the 22nd coming up, uh, give me some of your memories from the Homewood Auditorium. Are there things that you'll look back on and going, man, that was the cool, whether it be the dungeon or a particular match or something that happened? Why is E laughing? That something's that I can't wait to hear whatever's behind that.
Oh, I don't have nothing to say. I was just laughing. There's lots of fun things that have happened there. So,
Well, I want to let's hear some of them. Let's talk about a few of them because I think that the building, the venue itself being what it is, and how antiquated and how old and how retro it is. It's a perfect pairing for what you do. The building has a dungeon and it's got a maze of tunnels and things. I mean, what are some of the stories from the dungeons? I never go down there because I'm afraid that there are crimes being committed. But what happens down there?
Magic.
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to say,
Yeah.
Giant makeout party, Steve.
Yeah.
obviously.
That's not true.
Lots of pasties,
How do you know?
fabric tape, boobs.
Oh yeah,
boobs.
there's
So many boobs.
so
Boobs
many
everywhere.
pasties, so much boob tape.
Boobs, wig work,
Yeah.
like all that hot shit. Fishnet.
Wait, wait,
Here we
wait,
go. I
wait,
knew this was coming.
wait. Steve, as someone that has to announce themselves every time they go into the dungeon, I can tell you that at least 145% of the stuff that they're saying is true.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rion.
Out there.
Well, we
And I
still
have
remember
to
what happened to
myself.
Rion at the Feast of the Goat Queen. That is a story that I will never get out of my mind. But that's a story for another time.
And that's literally nothing, actually, compared to what
I
goes
thought
on
it was
in the
pretty
dungeon.
funny myself.
What do you want us to round robin and everybody give a favorite memory or
Yes,
something?
that would be
It's
splendid.
feeling like that's where it's coming. It's coming, yeah. So I'm just gonna mute this and get back to photos. I'll find what I can.
Thank you. Let's start with Euro. Let's start with Euro and the head of Team No Fun.
Well, we start with Dave, like, because, that's a low bar, then I can look really good. Go.
Everyone knows this was my favorite moment. Before the first 18 and over bout, everyone had changed their names to different dirty names. And I was trying to think of the least fun thing to be in the face of all that skin. So I went dressed as a priest. And to figure out who everyone was, I had to take roll call dressed as a priest, saying names like upper cunt, clitty clitty bang bang, Ada cunt. I was going through and just like counting people off, figuring out who was who, dressed as a priest, and it was one of those moments that you just stop and go, "This is my life. This is happening. How did I get here?"
And it's fabulous.
Yep.
It's just fabulous.
How about you, Euro? What's your favorite memory?
God damn it, you bastard! That's gonna be hard to call. All right, so y'all know.
Sorry, my favorite memory was when I was being not fun. Go.
Great, thank you. So you all know the Punisher's cheer, right? Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Then we all scream, right? And I feel like in an older building, like the wood of the rafters, it like gathers all that stuff over the years. So I like to think, and we are fucking loud. Like people tell me, like Euro, I can fucking hear
Yes.
where I like to think that even when we leave that space, those screams are still up in the rafters. And I love my team. I love my team so much. Like what we are also, I want to say, like, I want to give a shout out to Lenny Gilmore, one of our photographers who has been capturing, the last season or so. And so our last, like my last home team bout was Punishers versus Hunters, and we won it in the last jam, and I was jamming, and like right after that final jam, my whole team swarmed me and like just embraced me, and Lenny caught that perfect moment, and to me, like I had that on my wall, okay, because that moment to me is joy. So when I am like 800-year-old woman, because yes, I am drinking this, I will live that long. When I'm 800, I will look at that picture and I will remember joy. Okay. This has given me so much, and the space has given me so much, and this family has given me so much, and I appreciate it. Okay. God damn it, I appreciate it. Next.
Very tender memories and moments from Eurothrash.
Don't
How
you dare
very out
tell
of
anyone.
character. All right, let's go to the center square and Marley and
The
Eddie.
screams will still be here.
So I can't just pick one because I've done things like slay a fucking dragon, defang a vampire.
Mm.
I've done some epic shit, so it's kind of hard for me to just pick one in particular. Uh, I feel like though the one thing that I always remember is breaking my skate the last time Crushers won the championship. I broke my skate in the title game. Loretta flipped me and my skate broke.
Loretta.
Everybody thought it was a bit. It was not at all. But I did happen to have skates in my car because I had my outdoor skates that I used at the after party. And we ended up bringing those in and ended up using those instead, and we still won. But that was a pretty epic moment.
That is awesome, Marley.
Just another day in the life of Marley fucking Quinn.
Yep. Hmm.
What about you, Edward?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
What about you, Eddie?
There you go. There you go. That's on my birth certificate, so don't ever call me Edward, or else
I have to tell you something
I'll be
different every
helping
time.
Nan kick your ass on the 22nd.
That's fair.
And I've been lifting, so I'm feeling real strong.
Oh, well, all right. Come
No,
on up.
but my favorite memory, honestly, is the day that I asked Crimson if I could get on the floor and film up close and personal for for the knockouts, like that wasn't brought to me. I brought that to Crimson, and I wanted to do that, and
That's why we have TikTok Live.
yeah.
Thank God for you, E. You do such a good job every time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
you
love
do.
it. But I got to watch out for you because you seem to be a fucking rocket for my legs. You come flying out just,
I just, Andy,
randomly. Somebody just wails you into me.
I just want to make sure you're paying attention. That's all.
Oh, I'm on it.
I
I'm
know.
not gonna move. I'm gonna take the hit and get the shot.
I appreciate you for that.
He is one of the hardest working men or women at the place on a night because you skate so much and do so many crazy things. And I don't know how you do the technical things you do. And speaking of technical shit, look who just showed up. Look, are you in like the Indy 500 goat? Because you've got kind of the speed racer vibe going. I kind of feel like you're doing Le Mans.
Go. Do I have to yell at you like
No,
I did
dude,
in Vegas?
I'm going just a few minutes. I just finished up tutoring and I'm just headed home now. So it looks like it, but no, I wish. Like I don't have time for these little fucks out here that, remember my thing about the fucking assholes who rev their engines like their mother's flapping labia, like out here in traffic? That's exactly what it is. So I don't have time for that shit. These motherfuckers
I'm gonna
have
come
no
by your
idea.
house with my Mustang one day.
And we've just gotten the name of this
Dude,
episode.
Yeah, okay. The Big Marsh Park. There's drag racing they do over there because it's a totally clear road. It's terrific. It's like I was going to Big Marsh once, and there's this huge line of people, and a couple of people just waiting to drag race, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just got to get past, and they were like, sure. They were so nice, and they escorted everybody, like, go ahead, get out of the way, and then, great, this is a terrific place for drag racing. Make all the noise you want. Nobody's around.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you doing it on Western Avenue for 10 feet until you get to go fuck yourself? So. I'm not doing that, but I could fucking run any one of these motherfuckers into the ground any day, hands down.
Amen.
And it'll be legal because no bullets.
No bullets. And it took us 6 years and over 300 shows to hear your mother's flapping labia.
Well, just remember, that's what it is. When they rev their engines, it reminds them of exactly that when they're celebrating her birthday. So it's just a way for them. That's all it is.
That is t-shirt material right there, boy. I'll tell you what.
So go
with the merchandise
Homewood Auditorium.
We're reminiscing about the HF Auditorium and some of our favorite moments. And I have to believe that you, of all people here, have been all over the auditorium in one form or fashion. Do you have any favorite memories from the past several years?
So sorry. Man, there's a lot. It's very hard to summarize. One of the initial ones was, I think, 2022 when we were kind of restarting again, and we had just it was like the first or second, it might have been October, and we were finally able to just demonstrate what we've been working towards. So when I was refereeing that, it was so fun to watch. And then when I started going back to put the footage together, I was like, holy shit, like now I'm able to see from kind of a couple of different lenses, like what the level of gameplay got to versus where we had come from. Like we were always kind of moving in a direction, but around 2022 is when I saw the initial level of play just jump up, and just that memory of oh fuck, this is like magic but move forward. But in terms of all these different things, there was one time at practice where I think Mindy literally flew almost horizontally and knocked Grumpy, and she went tumbling, and it was just I didn't capture it on film because I was trying to get some of the drills on camera, but that I missed. But it was like fucking bowling. It was so amazing. And then there was, of course, the one time where Count Dracula, I think, went in and just bit her Aphrodite. I think I forgot who Lady Hades was playing.
It was
with her,
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite, yes. And she just fucking, and there was just blood everywhere. I was like, okay, this is just, it was terrific. And then I think shirts were ripped off. I was like, all right, this is.
Yep, there were boobs. Yeah. There were boobs.
Okay. Yeah, so I
learned a lot that day.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. So I mean, that's just a couple that come to mind. But there was one I saw when when the minors started playing, and I'm like, oh, I'm watching Mini Me, I'm watching Sugar Smacks, and I'm watching Marley Quinn. Mini Me fucking skate next to each other like it was a time warp. It was so fucking awesome. And then there's one time where Poison Edie, like, she was recovering because she had gotten knocked out, and then she just, the way she spun around and stopped, I'm like, that's fucking Marley Quinn. I'm like, I was like, Leonardo, like, that's fucking, like, it was exactly the way Marley Quinn stops. I was like, dude, it is you to a T. The way she stopped and flowed, it was just, so watching some of the minors and like how they've elevated. Yeah, see, even seeing even the most recent bout, like, I was just like beaming watching the kids playing because their level of play, even in the last year, is just like, it's fucking amazing. So that's a few of them. Sorry, the fucking camera. That's a few things, but I mean, honestly, seeing you guys on stage, seeing you guys announce, like, just so many of the freeze frames that the photographers have captured. Like, if I went through, I would find just brilliant things from every single person in the league. There's definitely some dangerous things that we were doing, trying to fix stuff that would come to mind. So, like most recently when Marks was up on the painter's ladder fixing the scoreboard, or just random shit. Mounting cameras and having to climb up weird places was always a good thing. Sorry about the lack of lighting here. There we go.
I'm just happy you're not killing anybody to this point. I feel like you've gotten past the traffic and you're okay now.
Oh yeah, I'm just in my neighborhood. I'm very high alert because if I'm going to criticize, fucking stupid idiots for being stupid idiots, then I need to make sure that I'm, limiting my stupid idiocy to where I'm the only person that's going to be harmed by my idiocy. And for, I think, in the majority of all my injuries, that has been the case. I don't think I've harmed anyone else amid all of my shit. So, but thank you for dealing with it. I'm done now in parking. I'm gonna go.
He almost
inside.
killed himself in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it was only on me though. So that's what I mean.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could stand for you to take a little bit more care with your own life as well.
Yeah. You are a precious human, you know that.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'm trying. I'm much better than I used to be. If that tells you anything.
A boss must be home. He just hooked up to his Wi-Fi and everything got real crisp.
Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, from ages 16 to 21, I had 8 car accidents, the last of which is where I smashed my hip. So definitely have mellowed out a lot since then.
Just another day in the life of the goat. That's amazing. Cactus, what about your memories? Do you have a specific memory of HF Auditorium that stands out in your mind?
I have a few. Obviously, I got engaged there, which was
The biggie.
Yeah, that was a biggie. But let's not forget that when I say I win, I mean it. I was on the championship team every single season. Every single season, I was on the championship team. I perfected my finishing move, the Siren's Call. There, I had a lot of fun gently flipping Marley into gently and lovingly flipping Marley into my crotch with that move. I got to do a lot of fun stunts, and I feel like I definitely honed my performance skills and my ability to pull a stunt out of my ass. So
Those are great moments, all of them. I mean, engaged, that's pretty big. And the Siren's Call on Marley, that is as memorable as it gets. These, everybody's got such vivid memories, and it's really cool. What about you, Tragedy Ann? From the merchandise table to everywhere you roam, what do you have a memorable moment that you'd like to share?
Um, Not necessarily of like the physical building. I guess like I'll get a little sentimental with it. Like us walking into that building. And we were just fans. We walked in, we were like fangirling. And then afterwards we found out about the miners, and she started with the miners the very next day. And just so much in our lives has changed since we walked into that building and hooked up with the knockouts. Like I've just met the most amazing people, and everyone is just fantastic humans and super supportive. And we've just done some crazy shit and fun shit. And um, it wouldn't have happened if we wouldn't have walked through those doors.
That is about it. That is the most accurate thing. I could not have put that better myself. It's walking in there and becoming part of that family that just means everything. That was very well stated. What
Thank you.
about you, Frank?
I have a couple, but I would have to say like my favorite would be when I did the 18 plus spicy bout. I that was like the first time I really like skated with the adults fully, and it was just such an exhilarating feeling, like being able to go against people who I was scared of before, and I was still scared of, but I was more comfortable. And it was so much fun, and I loved getting knocked down, and to be able to keep up with them was just such a it was such a prideful feeling. Like I used to never be able to even like stand on skates, and then I was able to like skate fast with them. It was amazing. I loved
And
it.
it was amazing to watch you do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When are you gonna do it again?
I'm saying,
Soon.
I've been hearing that for a while too.
Yeah, she has.
Literally grown up before our eyes from
Yep.
minor to main card. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
You said you had a couple of memories. That's a good one. Anything else stick out in your head? Because you're a minor representation because you went through the program, you lived, you took the beatings of the coaches, and you made it through to the other side.
I would have to say, like, what I have a couple, like I said, but like one that I loved from like being in the minors and stuff like that is when I honestly first joined, because I was so upset that I couldn't skate. I was like, I thought I had this in the bag, and then the moment I put on skates, I was like a limp jellyfish. I was just flopping everywhere. And I was like, I'm never gonna be able to keep up. Like all these girls are doing so great. Um, like Edie, for example, she was just booming past me, and it was like, I'm never gonna be able to do that. And then I finally started getting the hang of it because of the coaches and stuff. And the kids too, like they were very encouraging. They were like, "No, you can do it, you can do it." And honestly, without that, I don't know if I would have even gotten this far. It was just being there in general and just experiencing that, and people on all different levels just being able to help. It was awesome.
Just a
Look at
cool.
you and your confidence and your little character coming out there. Keep our eyes on you, little one. Nice work. Very, very nicely done.
Yeah.
Uh, the most memorable thing that I can remember was the very first night that I got there and I was behind the mic and I had no idea. I'd never done anything with roller derby. I had very limited knowledge of the sport as a whole. And I just kind of made it up as I went along. And I got called on being incorrect at every corner. But it was done so in such a way that it didn't make me frustrated. It made me want to get better at it. And just watching uh, Cactus, who is my friend, do her thing that she had become famous for, and then experiencing Marley Quinn and Eurothrash for the first time, and just a level of speed and artistry that I had never seen. What a powerful moment for someone that had only been a wrestling commentator to come into this new world with no idea what the hell he was doing and to be able to embrace it and eventually become good enough to be there on a semi-regular basis. So that first night for me meant everything. I even got harassed by a fan, and Judgment Dave came up and said, "Hey, it's okay, dude. You're all right." So I've always appreciated that, Judgment Dave. You made me. I was a little nervous, but you made me feel a lot better. You made me Team No Fun, but you're a rock and roll leader, my friend.
Well, if anyone understands that the crowd turning on you means you're doing your job well, it's
And
me.
that's what you said to me that night, and I always appreciated that
It's
encouragement.
like that guy would not have threatened you if you hadn't sold it.
We tried to
You,
sell anything we could.
you made him feel something.
We all felt something that night. Um, Knockouts, you are incredible. You have always been incredible, and you will continue to be incredible. And I have been so blessed to have you on this show, time in and time out. You've always come on willingly, enthusiastically, and you've always participated. You've played your characters, and you've always made our shows better. And as we walk down the final road, it just seemed right to have you guys here. And once again, as you always do, you deliver the goods beyond my wildest expectations. And I thank you for that.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. Is Rion really getting out of this without a favorite Homewood memory?
Well, I got to be careful with Rion.
There.
When I ask Rion to say things, he doesn't like to do it. But since everybody wants to hear,
Don't make us bring Lethal in here. We will.
Really quick, I gotta go. Just
Marley, thank you so much for coming on.
Bye, Marley.
Have a great night.
Love you, Marley.
Bye, guys.
And Marley Quinn is gone. All right, Rion, they want to know what your favorite memories are.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
He's going for a picture where he was inverted. That's got to be it. That was such a magical moment.
Yep. There you go.
There it is. Rion skills.
Oh, yeah.
Ass handed to him on a plate.
That was
for a moment always. That's what I like to do. Is get my ass handed to me. That's what happens. But this is what everyone likes to talk about whenever that happens. So if any, hopefully I can zoom this. So I can show you my favorite moment if I can just zoom this the right way. Hold on a second.
I've always loved that picture because he is getting worked over by Like a Boss and Marley Quinn, and
That is not the sandwich you want to be in.
no, and he is Rion. You don't know the side of Rion that was a championship wrestler. When Rion was a younger man, he was a stone cold killer, and to watch him being inverted like that, it is a beautiful irony indeed.
Well, Steve, some people pay good money for that kind of thing.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
There's
you want me
Doom.
Just you want me to say anything else, or are we good?
No, you got Invader Zoom up there. Talk to me about this photo.
Okay, so that's the same photo. This is what I appreciate the most about it is that on that day, Invader Zoom was having a time because there were like real injuries taking place, and she was doing a lot of running around, and it had finally calmed down on her end. She had finally got everything caught up, and then that stunt happens, that flip happens. And I remember her telling me this after the fact. She's like, God damn it, Rhea, what is this? And she just like, Rhea, what is going on? It's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I think maybe. Don't play with me right now. What is happening right? Do you need help? I'm like, why are you yelling at me? Oh, I bought her like 3 drinks that day. She was having a time. I had to reassure that I was okay. But yeah, that's my favorite part of it is that at very moment she showed me in the photos, like, you see that? That's when I said, fuck you. Whatever's happening, fuck you. So that is probably my favorite moment is the one moment that I didn't see because I was on top of my skull because that's what happens with me. I get beat up. No one knows about the wrestler dude. They just know this. So it works out. Let me switch this over here. Okay. All right, I'm gone now.
Right. Thank you, Rion. Rion, a member of Team No Fun, as he's one of the most popular fight refs out there. Not because he breaks up the fights, but because he becomes part of the fights and usually doesn't end well for him, which is great. Once again, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight. Thank you for being a part of our lives. Thank you for embracing us and letting us be a part of what you do. The Power Hour will always be grateful for your time and your energy and your talents. Cactus Rack, do you have any parting words as we say goodbye to the knockouts tonight? Since these are your people, this is you brought me to this, and I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Um, I love you all so much. I uh I'm feeling like anxious about this. Jesus. Um, this became my family at a very crucial time in my life. Um, Goat kind of appeared around that time when Hazel got sick. And I don't think I would have made it through that time without the knockouts. And even in the time after that, this is my life. This is my life. This is what I've done, where I've been for the last 10 years. And I consider all of you my family. And just like a family, we have our disagreements and we have our squabbles, but at the end of the day, we all love each other very much. And I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else.
Love you too, Cactus, very much.
Well stated, Cactus. That's really great. Um, we've come to the end of our final knockout, uh, as it would be, and there's a saying that I have always gravitated to throughout my life, from being a young man to now. And as I get older, I reflect on this more because I've always believed it since the moment I heard it when I was a 10-year-old boy. And as I've gone and gotten older, the meanings have changed and the way it makes me feel has changed. But the message is very clear, and I feel that the knockouts are the epitome of this statement. And maybe it's cliche, but it's from my heart. In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. And I think that is the genius of the knockouts, because you give so much and you give so much back and you get so much back being a member of this family. It is a beautiful experience. It is a wonderful situation. And even though this podcast won't be around, uh, none of us are dying or retiring anytime soon. So hopefully we'll have many more adventures along the way. Uh, you guys are the best, and I thank you so much for all you've done and for everything you've meant to me personally in my life. So I leave you with that. Thank you. God bless you. And I love you. And I couldn't be prouder to have this cap and be a part of this team.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. We love you.
Thank you, Steve.
Now I want you all to get the hell out of here so I can talk about you behind your back.
Perfect.
Peace out.
The final
Goodbye.
knockout. Thank you
Goodbye,
guys. You are the
Good
absolute
night.
best.
Bye, girl.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Bye, girl.
Love
Bye.
you.
They're trying to leave. They're working on it. I think the dragon's blood, or the blood, has gotten the best.
Stop mocking me.
There they go. All right, that's a wrap with the knockouts. Okay. Red, I know you haven't been to a bout yet, and I hope you get to go to one, either the 22nd or when they do the bank track. I think you'll have a good time. There's not a lot for you to talk about when we do that, because it's not something you've ever experienced. So I appreciate you being here and contributing when you can, because that was a long period of time for you to sit there. And as a partner on this show, I'm always grateful when you kind of let me get my shit in, as they say.
Get your shit in.
Get my shit in. So let's
Now
get
it's time to go home.
about Rocket Pro Wrestling. I want to ask this before we get into Harvest Havoc. Here's the official cup of Harvest Havoc. We did some commentary for the Shelleys, and they gave us a cup. So there it is. Did anybody get a chance to listen to JFW?
Of course not.
Rion, did you get a chance to listen to the JFW podcast today? Blink once free. Anyway, we'll get back to that. Um, Turtle is our friend, and I've been working with him almost
So,
longer than I've worked with anybody. I think Rion and Turtle are the two.
Rayon just said something.
What did you say, Rion?
I'm sorry, I lost the screen. I'm back now. I just letting you know I wasn't trying to ignore you.
Oh
I
no,
had
I
lost
know.
the screen.
I always think you're doing six things when you're on this show anyway, because you usually are doing 10 things.
Yeah, so I'm just yeah. I had
Um,
figured as far as the JFW, I did not get a chance to listen to it, but I figured they could go come to my face and tell me to go fuck myself. I'll give them the opportunity to tell me that to my face when they see me, so it's
I
okay.
don't think they're going to do that. They had their show today, and Turtle actually tagged me and said, "Hey, listen to this." And I've been with Turtle as long as I've been with Rion and C-Red. When I was at Crash Tested the first time around, or actually when I was at PCW for those final three shows, Nubby was a referee, Rion was a champion. I did not know them well at that time, but I knew them enough to say, hey. And then it all came around at Crash Tested. We all worked together again. My first real experience with Rion was at the Illinois Media School and getting a tire for the crash tested trailer at my job. Uh, so I, got the chance to know Rion a little bit, and I got a chance to know Nubby, and then C Red came along. Uh, you know, those are the three people. You don't have a lot of friends in this business, but you three are when I go through my list of friends in my head, I count you among them. You are people that I love. And I know Turtle, has a lot of opinions, and Turtle comes from a place where he has been trying to prove himself for 20 years, and he's finally getting his shot this Saturday at a major company's biggest title. Now, they offered up some theories of what they think I think, based on what I've said on commentary and on shows. And, I obviously at the last show, the Darkness Falls show, we were making parallels between the Undeniable and the RPW Avengers. Not to be mean, not to be sinister, but just to say, doesn't this feel kind of familiar? And I understand that the Turtle had a big part in the big plan and was rewarded for playing his part well with a championship match that he will receive as the show opener this Saturday in Joliet. Now, they seem to think that I was mocking and that I'm jealous of Turtle and that I don't want Turtle to do well because I'm a bad friend. Now, these aren't my words. These are words that were said on JFW. And they think that I don't listen, and I do. And they think I take everything out of context, but I don't. At least not in this case, because I listened to it twice to make sure I was factually accurate. And regardless of what they had to say about me being a bad friend and me being a jerk and all these other things, I want to react to it like this. Turtle has been a great friend to me over these years. And the fact that finally, after all the time he has been in this business, and he has been a try hard guy, taking the ring down, putting the ring up when we had to deal with the bullshit of GPW at the end. And it was he and I against the world at that time. We developed a bond there, because both of us were going through the same stuff. And, from the opportunities he didn't get at CSW that he earned and never got, to going to SCW and having to fight to just be on the pre-show, and not everybody taking his desire to be a wrestler seriously, it's been hard to watch that because I know how much he loves it. I know how much he cares and how passionate he is about it and how he has busted his ass to get everything that he's got. He has been given nothing. He has earned every moment he has had far and away. And I'm so proud of him. And now he gets to have this moment at Harvest Havoc, taking on Maximus Orion with the potential of becoming a champion in a building that usually puts 400 to 500 people in the seats. A major promotion in the independent scene. He could be your champion. And that has been his dream. And that has been his desire since he was just a little turtle and even littler nubby. And I love that he's getting this opportunity. I love the way the fans react to him at Joliet. There is nothing sinister about my admiration and love for how hard he's worked. And that's the truth, whether they perceive it that way or they don't perceive it that way. That's not for me to say. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. I am thrilled for Turtle, regardless of what is said, regardless of what they perceive my intent. I am so excited that he gets his chance to have this match, and I'm respectful of it in a way that I am not doing commentary on it. I am going to get up from the table and wait in the back until it's over. Because I don't want something that I say to be misconstrued or to injure this moment for him, which is what they alluded a lot to on JFW. So, being a professional and being someone who does care, I am going to remove myself from the situation. So, it'll be Shelly and it'll be C Red and it'll be Blackburn and whoever they'd like to sit in my chair, but I am simply not going to do it. I am employed there. Maybe Shelley and Nuke will say, well, no, Steve, that's not really an option. You have to do it. And if they pull the contractually obligated part to it, then I guess I will be there and have to do it. But right now, my feelings based on what I heard today are like, I'm just going to take myself out of it because I don't want to spoil the soup. And I don't want to give Travis more fodder for his podcasts at my expense. So I'm just going to option out and, they'll have to deal with what we say from now until December 16th. And then they won't ever have to acknowledge that we were even a thing, which I think will make them happy. So that's my take on what happened on JFW. So proud of Turtle. So excited for him. I cannot wait to watch it. And I hope with all hope that he wins his first big title. It would be great for Rocket Pro. It would be great for him. It would be great for us all. But I can't sit there and talk about it because I don't want to be the guy that says something that ruins his experience. So I won't let myself happen. Red?
Well, I will disagree with your how you're handling this and or how you're going to take this on this Saturday. And this is why. Ain't that what they've been doing since day one? Whatever you say, Travis takes it, not knowing how you meant whatever it is you said,
I think
twists your words.
I think you would hear Travis say that he believes that's what I do.
No, here's how. They wait till either we do the show or whatever we do commentary or you do commentary, and then they use it that Monday. I guarantee you what we say tonight, and it won't even have to be about the championship match on Saturday. All the other matches. And then come back next Monday and say, well, Steve said. That's what they've been doing forever. And while you believe that um they won't ever talk about us after the end of the year, the 16th of December, I think you said, we're still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Some kind of shape, weight, form, or fashion. Again, even though our show would no longer exist, wherever you or you and I do commentary, they will have something to say. We are the material for them on Monday, outside of all the other shows. So, Turtle is your friend. I believe you should have a front row seat right there. You've never been, in my opinion, when calling a match. I mean, now, if you got a personal stake, um, at times you've been biased. At times. Um,
I mean, I've said some things that have had negative effects on me in other ways. I mean, like I said, I make no apologies. I do my job how I do my job, and I do it consistently everywhere I go. There's always somebody pissed about what I'm going to say, and that's just the nature of things. I don't hold back. I give my opinion, whether it's solicited or not, and I accept the consequences for my actions. But Turtle being my friend, I don't want to step out of pocket and ruin a moment for him because he said he felt that's what I was going to do. And he'll say, that's not what I said, but it is what he said. So I'm just going to remove myself from the situation so it doesn't happen. And then, however the match ends, we'll react to it after it's over and that'll be fine. But, like I said, I get to save my voice for the matches as we head to the Rocket to the Top finale at the main event.
Would it be possible to add something to this?
Of course.
Okay. I know there's not a lot of people that care about this sort of thing, but at one point, and this is where I'm looking at it from Turtle's standpoint. Uh, Everyone's looking at it from the idea of him having to deal with this match that was given to him, because he did this thing. Uh, well, for me, watching it from afar, uh, I have watched Turtle just at IPW alone, because there's not a lot of companies that would do something of the sort. I've seen him go head up with a bunch of big belt champions, heavyweight champions, representations of different companies. Um, and it's always been in a scenario where it would be someone that's coming in to work him to where it's a neutral ground. Um, and that's a different type of pressure that I can say that while Turtle is trying to prove himself, and everyone's saying that this was given to him, he's wrestled against heavyweight champions before. Like I've watched it just at IPW alone. So he's not just going in there with this idea of it being handed to him. Like, yeah, I get it. People make deals, okay, whatever. But in this instance, this is a different type of pressure on him. And I get what you're saying as far as removing yourself from the scenario. But as much as Tur would want to put the pressure on you as far as things that you would say, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of I've watched him go against Paragon for the Emerge Championship. I've watched him go and wrestle Aaron Stone for the IPW Championship. I've watched him wrestle Steve Michaels for the Rocket Pro Championship. And each time he's come up short. He's done better every time, but each time I watch him come up short. He's under a different type of pressure now because he is now going into a house where he has home field. He's going into Rocket Pro. And he's going against Maximus, who is at the top of the mountain. And now he gets to, in their words, have a straight up match. There is no feud or bad blood or anything of the sort. He just has to go out there and work. And for me, this is the first time that he's ever had to put himself in a position where literally everything is in his favor. And then you come in, Steve. So yeah, he's going to feel a certain way. And I understand that. But from the standpoint of Turtle, I feel like you removing yourself from it eliminates all all excuses. If there was ever a chance that, like, if there was ever a day that he could potentially be the man, the heavyweight champion, the big belt guy, the one that's on top of the end all be all, it would be on the eighth because everything is literally in his favor. He has home field advantage. He's going against someone that he knows, and he's able to perform without having to deal with the pressures of the undeniable or anything of the sort. So, if anything, I just look at it as he's trying to eliminate as many distractions as possible within his own mind, not you directly, but through his own mind itself. Because I've watched him go against other big belts. This is a little bit of a different ballgame. At least that's what I'm viewing it as from watching it from afar. That's just me. I commend you for doing what you're doing, but I also understand why you're doing it. He's under the pressure that you feel that you're dealing with now, currently, Steve. I can tell you it is 10 times worse on his end right now. Just this is just me observing. So I'm going to go back to being silent.
Well, that's a very honest take, and I appreciate it. And like I said, we'll see what happens. They may say, Steve, you have to do this match, and if that's the case, I'll do my best to, be as good as I can be. But after listening to what they had to say, it just seems like it would be better for everybody if I just sit that match out, which I'm
Well, let me rebut that. Turtle might be under pressure, correct?
yeah. I mean, he's got a lot. He's got a lot riding on this thing. Yeah.
Turtle should be focused when that bell rings on the man across from him, not worrying or trying to ear hustle what is Steve saying.
I don't know if
Because,
I don't know if that I don't
because
know.
if you're doing that, you're taking yourself
Yeah,
out of the match
I don't think it's
already.
that. I don't think he's going to be in there thinking about what I'm saying.
But that's the point. It's not like, even though commentary is live, to an extent, it's being recorded. And the few people that are around us might hear. But for the competitors in the ring, their focus should be in the ring. So it shouldn't be, yeah, Steve is going to say this or Steve is going to say that. Because again, if you do that, you didn't took yourself out the match already.
Right. I don't think he was indicating that he was going to be concerned with what I was saying. That's not exactly the way I want it to be perceived. I just think he's like, I'm tired of the way you have been talking about my situation because you're demeaning my moment, which I was never trying to do. On commentary, you can very clearly hear that I was giving him his flowers. I was just making comments that the similarities to what Shelley and Maximus and uh, Kid Lat and JVJ and Rion and Turtle, the actions of them thwarting the undeniable and then celebrating in this fashion, I said, it feels a little too familiar. I'm not saying that they're going to be the undeniable. I'm not saying they're turning into the undeniable. I'm saying that, a group gets together and flexes and changes the landscape. Okay. So you take it at face value. And being a member of a certain group, I had a certain pride in Steve Michaels, and when Steve Michaels became a puppet for the undeniable, I called him out on that because he answers to a higher power than the undeniable. And I wanted to remind him, that's when I would have my issues with him. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying, look, you're better than this. That's it. So I'm not saying that the Rocket Pro Avengers are going to become the undeniable. I'm just saying there are certain aspects of it that feel eerily familiar. And that's it at face value. You know, I mean, it's a different scenario. It'll go a different direction or it won't. Time will tell. Time will tell. But again, I'm not going out there to disappoint or try to take anybody down off of a moment that they've worked for. So they were very clear their intention this morning on the show. They tagged me in it to listen. So if you're going to tag me in it, there must be something to say. I thought they were really rough on Skylar Reed, but Skylar Reed was kind of rough on them, so I get it. But, like I said, I don't think I said anything overly incendiary that made them call me a bad friend. And, you know, in the wrestling world, I mean, you talk a lot of shit and you do a lot of shit and there it is. But, they're always kind of right in the middle there, kind of crossing the line. Is it Steve the character we're ripping on or is it really Steve they're ripping on? And I don't think they even know sometimes, especially Travis. But, Travis will tell you he's the smartest guy in the room, and maybe he is. But, like I said, this morning, being called a bad friend gave me what I needed to know about the situation, and I'll act accordingly. But moving on to obviously, Maximus versus Turtle. What do you think, Red? Do you think this is Nubby's night? Do you think the Turtle can beat the sun and the air?
Anybody can be beat on any given night.
Right.
We have learned that. It just takes 3 seconds, right?
That's all it takes.
So he's got a good chance as anybody, but this is his moment. But I'm going to stick to my guns. And shit, call me a fucking bad friend. But you ain't got time to worry about shit. Your ass should be training. Your ass should be strategizing and studying film and whatever you need to do to walk away this Saturday with the title. Plain and simple. Anytime that I was given a opportunity at a title, I focused on it. Again, you know me better than anybody. I got a plan, and I got a plan for that plan. And then I got a backup plan for that plan. Then I got another backup for the backup for that plan. I mean, you have to be a horse with blinders on.
Yeah, you and I are gonna have a scenario down the road pretty soon where I'm gonna need you to have about 7 plans because I have no plan.
So, does he have a chance? Yes, he does. Who's gonna win? Hell, we don't know. I can't say Maximus is gonna win. Shit, that last ride match took a whole lot out of his ass.
Yeah.
Don't know if he's fully recovered. And it's not like he's gonna say, hey, well, my ribs are sore. Hey, my neck has a crack in it. Nobody's gonna say that. So is Maximus 100%? I don't know. Me personally, I don't think so. But that's just me. And I mean, is this the right time for Turtle and a title change? it leans in Turtle's favor. I will say that much.
I think Rion made some very interesting points about the champions he's fought. Maybe he didn't beat them, but he had those big fight experiences. And obviously, the last ride match between Schultz and Maximus was a big fight match. And obviously, Maximus has tussled with Rion and others. Uh, but I feel like Turtle may have been engineered at IPW for this very moment, fighting the likes of Paragon, Aaron Stone, Steve Michaels, getting championship opportunities against some of the highest caliber talent. Not that Maximus is not a high caliber talent, he absolutely is. He is the face of Rocket Pro. It's unmistakable. It's undeniable, if you will. But Turtle has been building to this moment for a few years now with the work that he's done at IPW and elsewhere. He has fought a lot and he has improved a lot. And if there was ever a night that fortune favored the bold, it will be this Saturday at Harvest Havoc. And I think we get a look at the world through the eyes of Turtle as a champion. So, despite me being a bad friend, everything I've heard and everything I've seen up to this point tells me he's ready and prepared and might make history Saturday night. Nothing against Maximus Orion. I don't want to be called a bad friend about him too, or taking him lightly. He is an unprecedented run at Rocket Pro. But I think Turtle has been building himself for this moment, and maybe he won't be denied. Hell, anyway, it's going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be a hell of a fight. And that's how the fucking show starts. I almost wish I was doing commentary on it because I think it's going to be a hell of a match. Moving on to other matches that are outstanding. There are more championships on the line on this night. Uh, my friend or former friend, Aaron Stone, the purveyor of a chair that still causes me great pain to this day, is putting his zero gravity title on the line against the loser of the last ride match, Eric Schultz, and one of the Rocket Pro Avengers, Joseph Von Jager, the suburban German, in a triple threat for the RPW Zero Gravity Champion. Um, How do you see this one breaking down? I mean, it would be easy to pick Aaron Stone because of his body of work, but Eric Schultz has nothing to lose. And he just participated in one of the most violent matches in Rocket Pro history. Maybe this is his time to get his title back. Or maybe the new Rocket Pro Avengers have a plan. And maybe JVJ is part of that plan. So, there's a lot of ways to look at this one. Red, how are you looking at it?
Well, I ain't looking at it all like that with your conspiracies and all of that.
Well, that's not a conspiracy. I'm just saying,
no,
if your friends
I'm
in the
fine
ring,
with it because you're pointing out some things, but I'm looking at it differently. And this is how I'm looking at it. First, let's talk about the champ. Is he going to be out there by himself? Because let's
he has
be
a
honest,
buddy that seems to be with him running around.
and there we go. You didn't bring that up. Shaq Jordan has been wherever Aaron Stone is, right?
Right.
So that can be a 2 against 1-on-1. But so there's that. Schultz. Is Schultz 100%?
He might not even be part of the undeniable anymore. Things did not end well for the undeniable.
It didn't. But here's the thing. Is Schultz hurt? Because in my head, I have to see him saying, I need a month off. I need to recover from what I just went through. And I can see Damian Saint saying, no.
Go back and get your title.
You're right. But I don't see Schultz being 100%, which the sleeper of the group, Von Jaeger. Because if it was me, I would let these two bastards beat the shit out of each other. And when the time is right, I would pick one off, toss the other. 1, 2, 3. Told you I got a plan. Again.
Your plans
So
have plans.
my plans have plans. So who am I gonna pick? I'm gonna pick Stone.
As am
Why?
I.
Because again, he's not, I guarantee you, he's not coming alone. And I guarantee you it can be a great match. And all it takes is Jaeger with a Jaeger bomb, right? On Schultz. Schultz still hurt. Shaq grabs Jaeger, pulls him out of the ring. Stone covers Schultz. 1, 2, 3.
Many things can happen on a given Saturday in Joliet. The Undeniable are back at it in the tag team championship, another championship match. The return of Aaron Arsenal and Ripper Victor Wade taking on a team that I am not terribly familiar with, but I'm looking forward to seeing Purple Haze.
I am not familiar with them neither. But the undeniable, the foundation we know has cracked and cracked and cracked. And maybe I would like to think, and maybe Rion knows because he was there when I left. But I think this could be the first time a team debuting can walk in and then walk out new champs.
They certainly look the part, and they seem like they would be very entertaining to watch. But Aaron Arsenal is one of the best I've ever seen, and Victor Wade, we know how dangerous he is, being the Ripper from days gone by. So until somebody beats the champions, they are the champions, and I find it hard to believe a team comes in and takes the titles off of them at this point. So we'll see. Red is going with Purple Haze. I am going with the Undeniable. So we're kind of split down the middle there. This is the match. Well, there are a couple of matches that I'm really looking forward to, but this one, for historical purposes, maybe more so than the others. The last night, the last Rocket Pro show for Sam Knight, who is putting his Outer Limits title on the line against Mr. Broadway, Kindle Fire. Now, Sam Knight is on his retirement tour. The road is starting to get short. Time is of the essence. So whether Sam beats Kindle or Kindle beats Sam, this is his last show in Joliet. And Sam Knight has been nothing short of a miracle. Entertaining to watch, a real team player, and you miss someone like Sam Knight when they leave because it leaves an empty space in your locker room. So whether he or not he retains the title and then surrenders it, or whether or not Kindle Fire Mr. Broadway uh, strikes the lottery and becomes the new Outer Limits champion, uh, this is going to be one of those matches that when it's over, it's going to be very bittersweet. Uh, I know how good Kindle Fire is, but Sam Knight, even in his final hours, is still one of the best in the building. So I say Sam Knight wins and then gives the title up and walks away a champion as he walks out the door. What say you, Red?
I agree 100%. Uh, you know, me and Sam have known each other for a long, long, long
And Sam is an OG Rocket Pro wrestler.
time. Sam was there when I started. Well, hell, when Rocket Pro started.
Right.
So, um, it has nothing to do against Kendall. Uh, I knew when he started. Uh, oh God, did I know when he started? Um, that's a story for another day. But Rion remembers it. Oh my God. Um, and he's come a long way. Now, outside of the damn singing, like, bro, I came to a wrestling show, not a concert. Um, his in-ring talents have improved greatly over the past few years. So it is possible that he could beat Sam. Possible. But I am going with you. I believe the right hand of God will deliver that right hand.
Spear, spear, spear.
And after that, 1, 2, 3. And I do see him surrendering the title uh, to Nuke uh, and walking out knowing uh, he is the best of us and he can walk away with this held high regardless and know not just our locker room, but for me personally, you know, just like you were talking earlier with the knockouts and everybody was saying knockouts is a family. Uh, that's how I feel when I do any show, especially when I get to see people that I've been in circles with for so long. And to know Saturday, um, unless Sam just makes a trip up for the hell of it, you know, we won't see him. We won't see, you know, advertised for Christmas chaos, Sam Knight versus, you know. So, um, very bittersweet. Um, but I'm appreciative of all the things Sam has brought to this business and to locker rooms, and that's positivity and being an outstanding guy. So, love you, Sam. Go out with a bang, bro.
From hell. The next match is very important to you as well, because it's a match between someone we don't necessarily see eye to eye with in John Bowman and the man that I believe I've heard you mention a time or two that has trained you in Mike Anthony.
Okay. What's that? Mike Anthony gonna beat that ass.
Didn't he train you?
Yeah, he did.
Didn't
He
I
did.
hear that Mike Anthony trained you one time?
Yeah,
Did I
yeah,
hear you
you
say
heard
that
that.
once?
You heard me say that one time. One time. Just
One
one time.
time?
Yeah, just one time.
What is Mike Anthony's nickname? The
Which one? Shit.
the one most appropriate to what we're going to see Saturday.
The executioner?
That's the one.
Um, I mean, what do you want me to say?
I think John is going to
Mike,
need hair club for men and face club for men and ankle club for men. And yeah, it doesn't look good for Mr. Bowman.
so normally on our show, well, we do. Uh, we tag other people.
Yes.
Or we talk about other podcasts.
Yes.
And so I recommend if nobody has watched, please go out and watch Wrestling on the Fly with Scott Spade.
That's the Scott Spade one. That's a hell of a thing. What he did with
So,
Terry Allen was amazing.
yes. And episode 2, part 1 is with Baltazar, aka uh Hunter Payne. And I bring all of that up to bring up that just like Terry, who does he talk about? He talks about Mike Anthony. And I'm saying all of that is because before I got in this business, and I was everybody that knew me knew I was a fan of Windy City. And Mike Anthony was one of those guys where I was like, holy shit. And then Hunter just brought up the fact that he's still doing MMA, like real life shit now. So in between bookings, he's doing MMA. Really? And he's winning.
You know who's not doing MMA? John Bowman.
You know who's going to wish they knew some MMA? John Bowman.
Yes.
So,
Right,
I
who you
know this.
picking?
Oh, damn, this is so hard.
I know you got to think about it. Like, do you want me to go to another one? You can come back to it.
Yeah,
Seem a
because
little indecisive.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck if John Bowman beat my ass or not. But Mike Anthony, 110%, all chips in, baby.
All chips in. Red is going all in on the executioner. A match that was just added and is now going to happen on the night we have the Rocket to the Top ladder match.
And it should.
There'll be one more qualifying match.
And it should.
It will feature Red's nephew, the moneymaker, Corey McHenry, taking on the return of the superstar of the year, half man, half amazing, all day, six tool talent in a five tool world, Marche Rocket. The man that went toe to toe with Joe Hendry almost a year ago. We have got Marche Rocket and Corey McHenry. Now, this is an opportunity of a lifetime for Corey McHenry because you know what happens when you get a shot against Marche Rocket. He has a bad habit of making you better and sending you out on a roll that you didn't know you could do. Just ask Aaron Stone. Corey McHenry has an opportunity here. If he finds a way to beat Marche Rocket and doesn't die in the process, he has to be the odds-on favorite to win the ladder match and get the Rocket to the top. Because if your warm-up match is taking on Marche Rocket and finding a way to win, that gives you the edge over everybody because you just beat the best on the roster.
I agree.
But then on the other side of that coin,
oh, that's a bad side.
Fight Marche Rocket, and Marche not happy that he has had to wait to this point to get a shot to get his title back. He says, "I want my title back, and I'll do what I have to do." And Nuke says, "Put your money where your mouth is." And Marche said, "All right."
It ain't even. This ain't got shit to do with Nuke. This is Saint. Last month, Marche should have got a contract and an opponent, right?
Right.
Marche waited to the day of the show to get a contract and an opponent and got no call. Saint left him out. He called him literally, as they say, in the 12th hour. Hey, sorry, I ain't got nothing for you. Click.
How does anybody call Marche Rocket and say, "I ain't got nothing for you"?
But that's Saint. Why? Because his job, he's trying to keep Marche out of the match. Why? He wants his people to get to the Rocket to the top. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of Saint. So what did Nuke do? Nuke rectified it all. And this, outside of the Rocket to the Top match, could be match of the night.
No doubt.
As you stated, if you get in the ring with Marche Rocket, you whether you win or you lose, you come out changed. And you come out changed for the better. Now, what Corey has to do, Corey needs, like I said earlier, blinders on. For the next 4 days, nothing but Marche Rocket. He needs to eat, sleep, think, focus on Marche. Now, the bad side to that coin, again, you never tug on Superman's cape. And Superman is pissed off.
Yeah, he is. My money's on Marche Rocket. I love Corey McHenry, but you've got Marche Rocket motivated because he was disrespected, and no one's going to disrespect Marche Rocket in that building. So Marche comes in with a lot to prove and an agenda, and that spells bad tidings for Corey. I think it's going to be a great match, but when it all is said and done, the M80 abides.
Boom.
Boom. I think this is going to be your favorite match of the night, Red, because of one of the participants in it. We saw this match come to life kind of before our eyes over the last month, as the rock star Johnny Nye will tussle with C Red's favorite wrestler, Jesus DeSafio,
No, I can't stand this.
the real Red, as he's asked us to call him.
And I don't know why. Boy, I got tights older than you. I do.
Do you think it's the night of the rock star, or do you think DeSafio has what it takes to undeniably win this match?
The truth,
The truth.
DeSafio wins.
And why is that?
You know
Does
why.
it start with an S?
Yeah, of course.
Shenanigans?
Of course.
That's fair.
And who's going to help with the shenanigans? The man that should be dead. We saw him die.
Your buddy Rozzy, your nephew?
Oh, yeah, he's that nephew that you put in that room and you close the door and tell nobody, don't go in there on holidays. Don't y'all don't go in there.
He sits with the coats.
So that's the only way Johnny and I is losing this match.
I'll tell you what, Johnny Nye in his last match looked like $1 million when he fought Nick Diamond. So
didn't he though?
it was a rejuvenated rock star. If we get that rock star, DeSafio doesn't have a chance. But again, shenanigans and that wrestling blood, anything can happen on a Saturday night in Joliet. Which brings us to the main event of the evening, the Rocket to the Top ladder match. Oh boy, there are a lot of moving parts in this one, Red.
I don't.
You've got the return of a coyote in Brooks Berna.
Oh,
You have got the very fortunate and ever vigilant Silky Smooth.
boo.
You've got the good kid, the try hard, the workhorse, Sam Eli.
We love him.
We've got the notorious Shaq Jordan,
We hate him.
who breaks hearts and kills dreams. And then you've got Muscle Mommy Maya Carras, who is certainly the favorite of the people. Very few superstars hold the popularity that Muscle Mommy holds in just a few measured moments at Rocket Pro Wrestling. She has got quite the following. And she earned her shot.
Yeah, she did. I'm opening match and she whooped that ass.
Whoop that ass. So, and then
And whoever wins between Corey
and Marche is
and
that space there in the back. And it sure looks like that space is ball, doesn't it? No
I
judgment.
saw that. So
No
I saw
judgment.
that. No, but I saw that picture too, and earlier at work, and I said the same thing. I was like,
Art imitates life. It's not
they should have just put a
not
question mark.
foreshadowing at all.
But so here's the thing.
Maybe it's Turtle. Maybe Turtle, if he doesn't get his victory, maybe he ends up in the Rocket to the Top ladder match. Maybe that's Turtle.
Maybe it's you.
Oh, it's
Your
not me.
last hurrah.
No, there are some things I know, and that is one of them. It is most certainly not me.
Hey, it could be you. You can slide in while everybody's down, and I hold the ladder for you, and then you climb up.
It's called the Power Hour coup. No, that would be making it about myself, and I'm accused of that way too much. So again, this is going to be, I always enjoy these matches because they're always so exciting and high energy, and that ladder is a beast. Uh, when all is said and done, I don't know if I can pick anybody because I don't know who that other member is going to be. To me, if Marche Rocket finds
So no, so go off the picture right now. Let's not worry about that match. Let's go off of the 5 that's on screen right now.
What's your favorite word that starts with a S?
Shenanigans.
Shaq Jordan wins this match. And it kills me to say it. I don't want it to be true. I want to worship at the altar of Muscle Mommy because I want to see what the world looks like when she's fighting for a world title. But I just don't think that the numbers game is going to favor anybody in that match. And unless Christian Rose and Connor Hopkins come back to level the playing field for Berna, I just feel like the deck is stacked against everybody in that match. And you talk about plans and plans for a plan and a plan for a plan for a plan. That is the devious nature of one Shaq Jordan.
Okay.
Would I love to see Sam Eli win? Yes, I would, with all my heart. Would I love that? Would I love for the Rocket to the Top holder to be Brooks Berna? Yes, I would. I can find great reasons to want to root for everybody except Shaq.
Okay.
That tells me all I need to know.
First of all, I disagree. I'm gonna start.
Why you always got
from least and work my way up. Silky Smooth. I told you. Fuck no. Ain't no way in hell. Prince is rolling over in his grave. So there's like I would get up and walk off commentary at that point. Just get in my car and go. Shaq, yes. I see the shenanigans that you're speaking about. But I also know that Muscle Mommy, she leveled the playing field during her pre-qualifier or her qualifier. So Berna, me and Berna have a special relationship. I love Berna with all my heart. And he's coming back after being attacked. So I hope he's able to give it 100%. But honestly, I'm like you, Steve. Wouldn't it be great for us to be there the day the Rocket to the Top briefcase is cashed in by Muscle Mommy?
It would certainly change the landscape at Rocket Pro Wrestling, maybe for the better. So, like I said, there's a lot on the line at Harvest Havoc, and there's a special beverage that I'm looking forward to trying, the Harvest Dream.
Oh hell no!
A little cider with a little cream vodka. Oh,
I'm straight. I'm straight.
hurt me, baby, hurt me.
Drink
And
Arizona.
in your Harvest Havoc cup.
I'm gonna drink Arizona.
Yeah. At Darkness Falls, you were under the table. Don't give red his ripple. Man, everybody in that chat got upset when I talked about you and your ripple. I offended people. I felt pretty bad about that.
I don't know why. They know Red loves Ripple.
Well, we also know that you are my favorite Fred Sanford wannabe.
Hey, trust me. But
So
and
come
then
out to Joliet.
what's the is it chili dog on the stick or
I don't. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's this.
mini chili dogs? I think.
Yeah, they look delightful. I'm sure our friend on the inside will give us these extravagant things. I can't wait. Thanks to Laura.
Thanks, Laura.
Red, you get so much there. Don't even front.
Hey, I love Rocket Pro.
Yes,
Hey,
you do. And
they
Rocket
feed
loves
me.
you.
They feed me. They give me drinks. Hey,
Shepherd's pie and all the mac and cheese you could eat.
hey. I couldn't eat too much, but I ate
I'll
it
tell
up,
you
and it
what, Rion
was
had
good.
two of the biggest plates I've ever seen a human being consume in my life.
Hey, all I know was
He put half that shepherd's pie on his plate. That was the second helping.
I never had shepherd's pie before, uh, and I liked it. I
Yeah,
didn't know I
I
would like
hated
it.
it. I hate it, but I enjoyed that. I you never tell an Italian woman you're not going to try what she's giving you to eat. So I nutted down and muscled it up, and it turns out I did like it. So all these years of hating on shepherd's pie may have been completely
Hey,
unjust.
and that mac and cheese was fire.
Oh, it was good. It was really good. You love
Fire.
them cookies though.
I didn't have no cookies. I didn't take
Oh, that's
cookies.
Breon had the cookies.
I didn't take no
Birthday
cookies.
Rocket victim cookies anyway. So, a great night to come out to Rocket Pro Wrestling this Saturday, the 8th, to catch Harvest Havoc. It's going to be a great show. You may see history. We may live in a world where Turtle is a champion and Muscle Mommy is the got the briefcase to watch Muscle Mommy cash in on Turtle. What universe is this?
Hey,
But I'm a bad friend, so I don't want to talk too
uh,
much about that.
again, I don't know how. First of all, I don't know how anybody can say that. And I'm speaking as Sean, not Red. Uh, so when
Mr.
people,
Young.
not Mr. Young, when people get it confused and say, well, are we talking about Steve, the character, or Steve, the friend? Like, no, you can't, no, because Steve, the friend, uh, is the shit. He is A1. Uh,
Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. That means a lot.
no, that's just being real, Steve. You do more for a lot of people than people give you credit. Um, you get and you do shit for people, guess what? That other people don't know. And guess what? They don't have to know. That's between you and that person. But we live in an age where everybody wants shit seen, shit talked about. Look at what I did. Look at this, that, and the other. And at times I ain't even gonna lie, I'm guilty of it. But guess like y'all gonna get sick of me until Tuesday. I ain't even gonna lie. Because hey, I put my life online. God damn it, I want it all. Um, free food for me. Um, but Steve, the friend, is a genuine friend, and I'm gonna say that and leave it at that. Steve, the friend, is genuine, and
Thank you.
in this fucking business, that's very hard to come by.
I appreciate that, Red. That means a lot, and especially nowadays. Right now, it does mean a lot. Um, Real quick, because he sent me the shit, we're gonna go down it real quick. And believe me, it's 9 o'clock, and I want to go to bed. Wrestle League Multiverse Combat results. In the pre-show, Donovan Lowe defeated Jay Vanity. Midwest Revolver Luke Arietta defeated the Alpha King, Enoch. The Wrestle League Tag Team Championship was retained by Kid Lat and Adonis Allen as they defeated the Invoked, which is Damian Tyler and Leo LaFleur. The Wrestle League Women's Championship, Brittany Kay defeated Crystal White to retain. Shout out to our friend Brittany. We love her. The costume contest, Jose doesn't know who won, but whoever did wants some money. So congratulations. Well, I'm congratulating people, and we have no idea who it is. But
Hey,
that's what it
congrats.
says. The JROTC.
Uh,
That's the Russell. That's Russell's new thing. J.R. Lindsay, J. Biv, Elvis Andre, and new member DJ Thrax defeated Lethal Injection Crew, Joey Mack, Leo Black, Ace, and Donovan Lowe. Chad Bro defeated one of the Killer Clowns from outer space via the high tide on a big pile of candy and confetti. And there was many people in the battle royal. Uh, Super Mario was there, Luigi was there, Alucard from Helsing, Art the Clown, Aladdin, Wario, Amy Rose, the Blue Power Ranger, King Kong, Nintendo Land character, Big Bird, the Crow, the Punisher. I'm assuming Bigfoot. That's him saying, I assume it was Bigfoot. He don't know. Uh, Eminem's Robin from Without Me. That's a great costume. Do you remember Without Me where he was?
yeah.
That's the shit right there. It wouldn't be a great battle royal without wrestling Jesus. The Pharaoh, an evil clown, the Daredevil, who got his sight back when encountering wrestling Jesus. That might be the greatest moment of any show we'll see this year. Wrestling Jesus giving Daredevil his sight back. Chef's kiss. Blackula, we know Blackula pretty well.
Yeah.
Known everywhere. Black Mask, Black Jesus, Raising Cain, Catwoman, that Nikki Rebel. Look out. And the winner of all of this was Raising Cain. And the main event, Ronald McDonald defeated the Burger King. And then his last words were, you and Red have fun with those on the Power Hour tonight. McDonald's defeated the Big Mac, or defeated the Burger King. The Big Mac over the Whopper.
Yeah.
It's a war that has been going on since the dawn of our existence.
I know.
And on that night, it was Ronald McDonald taking it home.
Well, I just say it sounds like a great card, all except for one match.
Are you talking about the JROTC?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd have paid entry fee to see Nikki Rebel as Catwoman.
So to understand that I have two nephews.
Oh boy, here we go. You're about to get raw.
No, real nephews on opposing sides. One in JR, whatever that fucking. If you weren't in JROTC, really, that ain't what JROTC was about. Who the fuck? I know who came up with it, so it makes sense, dumbass. Uh, but to have two blood brothers fighting against each other, and like that shit is like irking the fuck out of me, and they're gonna make me show up to a fucking show and beat the fuck out of the real Burger King and beat his ass for having them to go through this shit. So, um, that's all I say about that.
Red, keeping it real, having fun with the info. That brings us to the end of this particular show. I want to thank all the knockouts. Want to thank Judgment Dave, Euro Thrash, E, Marley fucking Quinn. Want to thank Tragedy Inn and Frankenherder. Want to thank Cactus Rack. Want to thank the GOAT. All the knockouts that came out tonight and participated on this show. It is splendid to be amongst you as family, and we're grateful and we appreciate it. Don't miss the minors bout this Saturday. I'm going to try to get out of Rocket Pro in a timely fashion and get there for the final brawlers bout if I can. And then on the 22nd, the final rec league bout in Homewood. I suggest everybody come out to see it while you can, because you're going to be sad when it's gone. Next week on this show, as we hit episode 6 before the end, we are bringing in someone we have never had on this show. Someone that said, Steve, are you still doing that podcast thing? because I'd like to be on it. And I'm like, oh shit, this is amazing. So on this show next Tuesday night, ARW heavyweight champion Greg Glover will be on
Okay.
next Tuesday night. So
Oh,
I
I was standing there. My bad.
you were right there when it happened, man. You were right.
I know my mind. You know.
But we'll be looking forward to talking to Greg Glover. What a career he's had. We are going to talk all about it, including the greatest match that never happened between him and Jason Hades. I want to get the scoop behind what was going to happen that didn't happen because Antoine and LRP happened. Thanks again to the Knockouts. Thanks to all that watched. Thanks to the JFW podcast for providing us with hours of entertainment tonight. Hopefully, we return the favor. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week. Have a great night and check out Harvest Havoc this Saturday night. Oh, ARW's got their big. You know what? Shit. Hang on. Pump the brakes. I almost forgot, Red. We're not going to be there because we're going to be at Rocket Pro, but we got to talk about Josh and the boys. ARW Pro has got a show that popped up out of nowhere that is going to be great this Saturday night in Chicago on Torrance Avenue. 13550 South Torrance, Chicago Avenue. Doors at 6. The show starts at 7. Some of the great matches include the tag team champions, the program, taking on CSW's finest in Adam Stallion and the half crab Hans Carden. If I wasn't at Joliet, I want to see that motherfucker. We've got Chug Bauman taking on Saturn Price. Saturn Price is like Bigfoot with an attitude. And Josh and I saw him fight for the first time together, and we went over the moon about this dude. So that is a hell of a match. We have got Isaac Slate, one of the puppets of the one of the former owner, shall we say, taking on Crux. We have got the UAW Championship Battle Royal. It's the Standard of Excellence Battle Royal. Lots of people will be in that. We have got Jebediah Mash taking on Jay City. Jesus Christ, it's the man that reads the book against the biggest man in the room. Jay City going to kill that boy. That boy's going to have to hit him with a book.
The steel book.
So those are the matches that have been announced thus far. So I don't see that Greg Glover is on that card. So I have to believe next Tuesday night when he takes the stage with us here on this show, he will still be ARW champion, which will be great as we head into Black and Blue Thursday, which I will be at. So once again, this has been the Power Hour. Thanks for putting up for us for way too long. Thanks to Red. Thanks to Rion. Thanks to Cactus. Have a great night. God bless the Knockouts. And we will catch you next week on the Power Hour. Good night, everybody.